Saturday as we discuss on the transformational lead what Africa needs to emerge with a sense of urgency with the Prime Minister of Toal, His Excellency Dr. Louis George Steen, Mr. Adiola Sueton, Baba Show, Eric Masaba, Dr. Hamilton Mubewa, Dr. K. Onyebuchi, and our moderators. Nothing stop us, Africa, we are going to the next level. Nothing stop us, Africa, we are going to the next level. Nothing stop us, Africa, we are going to the next level. Nothing stop us, Africa, we are going to the next level.
And then he will bring our speakers one by one to present themselves. Okay, over to you, Mr.
Cameroon, based in China, but presently in Guangzhou. I want to welcome all of you. Just sit back, relax, and listen. So, without wasting time, before
I believe that we're about to engage on one of
you to give the chance to our speakers to present themselves, you can
His Excellency the Prime Dr. Louis George Steen. I don't know if he's here yet, but I've prompted him to make himself available. He's supposed to
Thank you.
our next speaker. Okay, for those who don't know, Babasho, uh, he's a very popular activist in Nigeria, known by many. He was the president of the Obafemi Awolo University, yeah, in the year 1989, 1990. Once a president, always a president. Babasho, are you here?
Yeah, Baba Show is battling with his network. He will soon join. I've sent the link to him.
Okay, so we without
Maybe
wasting
you can
time.
call Eric Masaba.
Okay, without wasting time, we'll move to the next speaker. Mr. Eric Masaba, welcome here today for the second time.
Hello, thank you. Thank you very much.
Please, can you introduce yourself to us, the audience?
Hello, I'm a British-based engineering software developer. I've been creating software for the last 40 years. What you know as Uber is something I actually came up with and put out into the world from around 2003 onwards after a stint in a hedge fund. I've been a guest of NASA. I've been in the British Royal Air Force. I studied at Imperial College. I did aeronautical engineering, then moved into banking and hedge funds. And I see this is a great opportunity to figure out how we can empower Africans through the power of the mind and self-belief to actually solve our own problems.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Eric Masaba. Hope you're going to tell us many more techniques and opportunities for us to make Africa move to a better position in the world stage. Thank you very much. Uh, the next speaker will be Dr. Dr. Wunmi Hassan. Are you here, please? No, not here. I'm not sure. Okay. So we go to the next speaker, Mr. Ezukeke, Mr. Ozukeke Onyebochi. Are you here, please? Not here. Okay. Not bad. We'll continue our program while waiting for the other speakers. Ms. Bywaters, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You have the floor back.
Okay, so what we are going to do at this moment, we're going to begin with our first speaker who's going to speak with us. And our main moderators today, we have two of them. We have Mr. Ken and Mr. Ebube, and they are going to engage us through these speakers. And Mr. Ken, it's all up to you who you want to go with first.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
Chairperson, if I may come in, I've been left out to introduce myself. So I would love to introduce my African brothers and sisters to, to,
sorry about that.
Thank me
sorry
for being
about that.
Sorry, Professor. Sorry, Professor.
Uh,
Very sorry.
I remember Mr. Ken asking you, did you still want to go last? But what he didn't.
I thought we're talking about just introduction here for now. That's what I thought.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
Professor. Sorry, Professor. And many people are here to listen to you today. Very sorry about that, Professor. Okay, so Professor, introduce yourself. Sorry, very, very sorry. I was thinking of the last person. So you can introduce yourself to us, please.
Well, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you, my brothers and sisters, and for putting this together. All the way from China shows the dedication of our people all over the place, that people are ready to move forward. And that what is missing is just alignment of ourselves and structure. And I want to honor Dr. Louis Georges, the Prime Minister of SOD. My name is Hannington Mubaiwa. I am from Zimbabwe. I determined in 2021 because I left the country because of Robert Mugabe, and so politically. And I was 43 years of age here, and I determined that there's something wrong with us. Why is it with all these highly intelligent people, highly experienced, Africa cannot move forward? And I said to myself, in 2012, if nobody has found a way to transform Africa, I am going to study to see what it takes. I come from a chemical engineering background. Engineers, they produce what is determined to be produced. That's what we do. We package the environment and forces and tailor-make them to the product we want to make. So I did study. It took me 8 years, 5 years of study, research, and another 3 years on Africa. I spent $100,000. I spent 10 months and 2 months in Malawi, and I had a team in Zambia. In fact, and I had a team in Zambia recently. A key component of this was to enter to create a prototype nations, and I found that is very difficult to see the president to make things change. So, so I designed this. I designed a plan, and that plan I created a manual to go with it. It's called the Riot Act, the African Master Reset, a third world, and the plan is contained in this 640 page manual that was condensed to 280 pages. Thank you very much. I live in the States with my family.
coming back to the Prime Minister,
Yes, I am.
okay, Mr. Prime. My first question goes like this. Would like to know, Mr. Prime Minister, what do you think
The easy and prosperous. If you don't have any network, it will be very difficult. So if you have a network, for example, you will find a job easily. You will find a doctor if need be, a good lawyer if need be, an apartment, a good school for your children, all of that within four countries. And Africa as a continent needs to have a good network. For the moment, who are the allies of Africa? Regularly, you can see all kinds of summits. Africa, France, Commonwealth, Africa, China, Africa, Japan, Africa, Turkey. And all these people, are they really our allies? Especially if you think of the former colonial masters. So we rely on people who did colonize us in the past. These are our regular allies. How can that work? Of course, it will not work.